Without his leadership, the civil rights movement would not be where it is today. And we're so proud to honor his legacy with the focus of the Urban League of Metropolitan Denver's focus on jobs and education.
About how we address challenging issues related to race and economic inequalities. The Urban League is one of those stakeholders that immediately come to mind that we have to address. So we're glad that the Urban League is alive and well, and it's good to be back here and see the Urban League so vibrant.
Thank y'all so much. Any Urban Leaguers in the house tonight? It is an absolute pleasure. I just told Landri, I'll kiss you on the lips for saying all of it. You know, I fell in love listening to you, man. Oh man, what an absolute honor it is to be here tonight. The Urban League is back. Oh, I didn't say that.
I would say that in our community we've had a lot of groups that do different things, and what we've decided to do with the Urban League is to build collaborations. So right now in the history of Denver, I believe that we've come to a point in time where the Urban League has built those bridges, the private, the public, and all of the smaller organizations, bringing them together, and it's all for the benefits of the kids. It's benefits of the kids and also benefiting the community through developing jobs and getting the right people in the right place and developing and growing the job market in our community. So that's really what we're about.
You know, the Urban League of Metropolitan Denver stands for many, many important things, but one of the focus areas they have is around education, and that is something that I'm very, very passionate about, particularly education surrounding science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. Because I work for a global engineering company, I think that it's very important that we prepare our young people for potential careers in that area.
I think we have an outstanding organization here in Denver, and it's making a marvelous effort to make sure that we continue the legacy of the previous leaders like Whitney Young. So I thought it was very appropriate that we should name this year's dinner and the recipients in the honor of Whitney Young, who is probably one of the greatest leaders the league has had.
Urban League of Metro Denver is certainly a legacy organization. It's so great to have it back at the helm of Landri and of course our 30-plus working board members has made a really big difference. And the work that it does, we don't replicate services or programs of other things that are out there. We actually collaborate with what works well and what gets results.
It's just such an honor to be on the board of the Urban League and to know that we're working with communities that have lots of children who we need to be helping them get to the next step in their lives. So it's just an exciting organization, exciting board to work with, and Landri's just been a fabulous president.
I have to tell you, this evening and this honor is one of the most extraordinary that I have ever received, and I can't tell you how excited I am for the clear reason that the Urban League holds an entirely special place in this community and in this country, and we share values. They share values with the community about what makes a country great, that every child, every family, no matter who you are or where you're from, has a place at the table. And that's what this celebration is about this evening. That's what the Urban League does every day. And it's a privilege to be here.
One of the things that left an early impression on me as a young African-American male, a product of the 60s, is that the Urban League's role in preparing people for what we call those opportunities that were from the 70s and 80s time frame. So I've always felt that the Urban League played a vital role in preparing people for opportunity.
I think it provides us very much needed service in the community in terms of helping African Americans and other minorities, other residents of Metro Denver through economic empowerment, job training, workforce development, and we have a number of...
So it's been a project, sort of a baby for me, to see it grow, to nurture it, to see it grow, and so it's very important to me because it's part of, it has become part of my life, to see that it's successful, to see the things that we started, that we're actually finishing.
One of the exciting things that we're doing, and we're announcing it tonight, is a University of Denver scholarship fund that the Urban League will be matching the money for, and the scholarship will be for future DU students in communities most impacted, and so we're really excited about that.
This Urban League, I'm also involved with the National Urban League. I'm a 25-year member of a thing called Fellowship Club. And I was not being proud of it until I saw Jerome Page, and he'd been there for 45 years. So I was embarrassed. But again, on a serious note, thank you, Urban League and Ms. McKinley. I knew your husband and your son. I'm very proud of this great family.
I can only say this, I know I will never live up to his legacy, but I do commit to you and the entire Harris family that I will never shame his name serving with this award. So thank you all very much.
It's really significant and important, I think, that this dinner is in honor of Whitney Young as one of the greatest leaders that the Urban League had during a period of time when we needed that kind of leadership.
The Urban League of Metropolitan Denver has been focused on two elements: education and workforce development. We understand that education and workforce development, when you put a plus sign there, it comes out with an equal sign. That means economic development, and that's how you create wealth in this country. I want us to be in a position that if someone just dropped into Denver from outer space and just happened to ask the question, what does the Urban League do? I didn't want that person to be more than 1 or 2 people away from someone saying, well, the Urban League of Metropolitan Denver does education and workforce development. And for it to be that simple and plain, we brand ourselves so that you know what we do. We believe we are a relevant organization. We believe that we create the relevancy by not trying to do it by ourselves. We understand the importance of collaboration and partnerships. So we partner and collaborate with other nonprofits to create the scale up, the impact that we need. We know that we can do better when we do it together. And that's what the Urban League is all about. That's what Denver is all about. So when we talk about the vision of Denver, the vision of the Urban League, the locking arms of each and every person, and making sure that we become the leadership, not just of Denver or Colorado or the United States, but that place where great leaders want to come and share their vision, their ideas, their passion with us, because what makes us special here, we make us special here.